And we are live. Welcome back to the show, The Couch Show. We're your hosts on the channel Sibling Rivalry. I'm Lynn.
I'm Ray.
Hey.
Give me a sec. I gotta pull up the YouTubes.
Oh, it's like popping up over here, notifications that my channel's gone live.
Yeah, let me pull up the YouTubes because I like to watch us. It helps with the algo.
I just like pushed a new feature on this app over here. So I'm on this new app. It's called Bigo. I heard about it 2 days ago. I was having like a really cool conversation, just very laid back. We were like passing the joint. It was 4 different ladies, and we all do like different businesses. So I was telling them about the YouTube channel and what we do. She told me about this app.
I'm listening.
Hey, Mystery Boy Tisher. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for joining in. Thank you for stopping in. So with this app, what I understand is basically what we do here on YouTube, but with a plan.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, like it has like hours you have to hit, you create whatever kind of content it is that you create.
Okay.
But people can send you different like beans and stuff, which add up to money. And you can also do something where you become a host. And
yes, Buzz, we're going to talk about that. I'm ready. I told Lynn, there was like Buzz lines. I'm excited.
Buzz is ready. It's not even like a hey. He like has a whole paragraph.
Yeah, I know. And I saw the Buzz. Listen, I got it. I'm all in it. Look, I'm like celebrated over here. Everybody's popping bottles. Yo, I'm telling you, we got to get into it. But I'm going to let Lynn do her thing before we jump into the politics of the whole show. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready. We're going to bring it. We're going to bring it because you know how I am. You know how I am, Fuzz. We got it.
No, without further ado, let's just jump right in. Let's talk about
No. Keep going because I want to hear I need to hear this stuff because this is about, this is the business side of the house. So let's talk house right now. We're talking house. So let's talk about the business side. So this, you know what's crazy is like today I was kind of in a funk, but now all of a sudden my mood kind of changed and I'm sober as fuck too. So I'm like, yo, this is dope. let's do this.
So like I was saying, so I'm over here on Bigo. And it's basically YouTube with a plan. It's telling you like, hey, this is what you gotta do per month. This is what the expectations are. And I think like those kind of guidelines is something that really like I flourish well with.
Nice.
So I'm like, hey, let's give it a try. Let's see what this is all about.
All right, perfect. So look, listen. Between you and Fuzz, y'all just like took me from here to like up here now.
There you go. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, man. That energy is contagious.
Yeah, really. And the fact that you're motivated to keep the show going and to get it to that next level, like that just like that drives me home. That drives me like, yo, now I gotta keep getting the content because that's what it is. Like Lynn is more on like if you guys don't know, Lynn is more behind the scenes. I'm just like, yo, send me the link and let me know when we're going live. And I'll bring the content. I'll bring the stuff that we got to talk about. I'll be the controversial one, right? She's more grounded, but she's the business side of the house. And so for this channel to work, we both have to be motivated to keep it pushing forward. And the fact of the matter is like, yo, I don't want to push Lynn. Like, I want her to find that in herself to want to do the show. And she found it. That's why we came back onto the show, right? She found it. And then, as you know, a few episodes ago, she was kind of losing it again. But now she's getting sparked and she's getting that interest. She knows that there's something here. It's something magical. I know it. You guys know it because you keep watching. And she knows it. But, she's just not.
It's like, how do you bring it together? How do you bring it together? It hasn't clicked
yet. Yeah. So now she's kind of figuring it out.
And it's just like, what are we doing with this? But once it clicks, and I feel like that's where we're at too. Like things are coming together.
So I was checking the channel's emails and I saw that StreamYards was saying, yo, we're reaching our limit. And I don't know, that felt kind of good. It felt like, yo, we're doing something. We're using up the time, right? Because there's been stuff where I done trial runs of stuff or like lab works and stuff. And they're like, hey, are you still interested? You saw like you only checked in and you never did anything with it.
Yeah,
It's like the fact that we're on the free account and they're like, yo, you're reaching the limit. You're reaching the limit. It's like we're being productive,
So Mystery Boy Tusha over here is asking where I'm from. So I'm from New York. I'm in the Hudson Valley. My brother is over in Pennsylvania. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we go live on YouTube, usually late mornings. And we have conversations that need to be had. You know, my brother brings up a lot of topics about like current affairs, pop
culture,
culture, which I know nothing
politics,
about.
politics
Yeah,
that is pop culture now.
We just have conversations about, you know, stuff that we all face every day. We try and keep it lighthearted. We try and keep, you know, that positive vibe. Like Ray and I, like we were brought up differently, you know, so we want to share that spark that we have.
Yeah, we think differently. We're built differently. We're just, you know, we're blessed in that sense, and we want to share our blessing with the rest of the world. Because I think a lot of people, they're blessed. They just got to be awoken to it. You know, they got to see that. They got to see that, you know, they are much more than what they believe in themselves. You know.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe, we believe. We believe for you. Let us believe for you until you believe, and then you find that stride and you start running and you're like, yo, that'll be the best thing. Like Lynn's like, yo, when are we gonna get the followers? When are we gonna get all this? When are we gonna like the whole YouTube thing? And I'm like, yo, the best thing for me is like if we do this like for a year or two, and then somebody comes back and be like, yo, you changed my life. Like you know, we watched you, you know, you motivated me, and I did the work. I did what I had to do to change my life. You know, I was in a down place, and you know, my life is different because of the words you said. You know, that's inspiring. That's what I want to hear. That's why I do this. You know, that's why I'm controversial. That's why I say the things I do.
Mark, welcome. O'Malley, welcome.
Like I said, I want to just smack people with happiness.
Everybody's popping in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. So, all right, I kind of want to read Fuzz's comment here because there's a lot going on. I haven't had a chance to read it. I don't know what's going on in the world. I'll be honest. I haven't looked at.
All right, so shout out to Fuzz because, you know, first within the first minute he dropped this.
He's ready. He's ready.
And then I'll go in. I'm ready to go in.
He said, hey guys, time to celebrate. Supreme Court strikes down century-old New York law, dramatically expanding Second Amendment rights to carry metal protection outside the home. So what is going on?
Yo, shout out to the Supreme Court right now. Yo, bless our judges because they are like right now out of nowhere within the last like few months, they are literally the last Hail Mary play to save America right now. I'm calling it as I see it. I'm calling it like I see it. This is it. We got Mr. Magoo in office. He's tearing it down. We got the Democrats tearing everything down, right? And the justice, you know, our Supreme Justice are coming out and they're like, yo, Constitution. This is our law. This is our decree. This is what we got to live by. So they look first they shot down, you know, they went with the whole Roe versus Wade. They said that, look, that's on the states to figure it out. We shouldn't be dealing with it. Everybody had a hoopla. We literally had a guy that almost tried to kill one of the judges. Nobody's talking about that, right?
Right.
CNN's not talking about it. MSNBC's not talking about it. Mainstream media won't talk about that, right? But yeah, you see this January 6th committee, which is all bullshit because they were let in. These people were let in on January 6th, and they're like, oh my God, insurrection. But yet they're protesting in front of the judge's home, trying to change their decisions, right? They're over here, you know, death threats, all this stuff. Yet these guys are like, yo, you know what? We ain't going to waver. We're going to do what we have to do to save this country. And they're striking down the Second Amendment. Yo, they are striking down these Second Amendment bills, which this is why like, everybody's like, yo, Ray, you're all right. No, I'm not all right. I'm not down with the Republicans. No, Republicans last night, they passed a bill where they were trying to impose more laws on your gun rights, right? Second Amendment. They're trying to put more laws on the Second Amendment. That's why I'm not good with these Republicans, man. They're garbage too. They're all garbage. All these career politicians, they're all garbage and they all gotta go. We gotta change this. We gotta save this. If we want to save America, we gotta start now. And these Supreme Court justices, man, they're doing it. And I'm loving it. You sound like
a campaign manager. You're ready. You're on fire. I love it.
Yo, and you could see it. That's why.
So what was it? What's the law? What happened? Give me the details.
Law that's been like forever in New York City. Let me go. I'm trying to pull up through my men's group because we're talking about it back and forth, man. And like they're going hard this morning. But right now, so it said Supreme Court has ruled that New York carry laws are a violation of the 14th Amendment, right? And then they were going in and like right now, SCOTUS is like the only thing that's really standing up for our Second Amendment right now.
Mhm.
Because look, and I get it, like all these school shootings, look, it breaks my heart. All these mass shootings, look, I don't want somebody to take somebody's life.
Right.
But all you're doing is you're penalizing the people who already follow the rules.
That's true.
Most of these shootings are
Because these
done with
shootings aren't people who are doing it, the legit
right.
way.
Most of these shootings are being done by an illegal gun.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. He takes somebody else's gun. That person followed all the rules. You want to do all these background checks. You want to change the age limit. You want to do all these red flags, all this stuff. Yo, he's taking the gun of somebody else.
Yeah.
And then popping off. So what kind of logic is that to say, hey, this mass shooting is done with an illegal gun. Let's go ahead and penalize the people who are following the laws anyway. Let's make it more stringent on them.
All right.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm getting a little pushback here. What about you said Buffalo shooting?
Yeah.
So in Buffalo, the kid bought the gun the day before. So you know what? We can't really say they all come from the same source. All right, because there are the
you could talk. Listen, we could talk about Buffalo shooting because that's the one that's in the media. That's the one they want to highlight, right? Mm-hmm. To build a narrative. But what about all these street gangs and all these street shootings that happen every weekend? Right. I just told you last episode about a shooting that happened in D.C. Mm-hmm. when they had their Juneteenth celebration. Look at Chi-Town, Chicago, right? Every weekend they call it Chirac. Mm-hmm. Like you people are dying senselessly. Where's Black Lives Matters when it comes to that?
Yeah,
where's the riots in the streets
happening with illegal weapons that people are
right. What about the border? What about all the weapons that are coming in through the border? Mm-hmm. You could hit me up with outliers, but the majority of crime is with illegal weapons. Trust me, I know people who are like, "Yo, you want a gun? I could get it to you today," and I'm like, "Nah, bro. I'm trying to keep my shit clean. I'm trying to do this the right way, So you could hit me up with the outliers.
Before today, New York only allowed security personnel and business owners to carry outside the home. That's true. And you know what? That's something that's what I'm trying to understand. Because I know, like, for you in PA, you're allowed to have a gun on you. You're allowed to carry.
Oh, yeah.
So
the first time,
what is this for New York? Are you saying, like, do I still have to go through all the channels as far as, like, getting, like, a pistol permit before you have, like, the right to carry it? Or
so let me all right, so let me take it a step back. So here in PA, when I went to my gun store, mm-hmm. my local gun store, right?
We're talking about guns, guys. That's what we're talking about right now.
It took me about an hour to get my gun. Mm-hmm. That wasn't because of the background check. It was because I couldn't decide what I wanted.
Okay.
So
okay.
when I was window shopping for a minute, and then I finally decided, and they ran my background check, and it took like 15 minutes because they put my social in, they put all my ID information to this like FBI database, and they see if there's anything open, right? Any open warrants or anything like that. And right to carry, boom, you got it, boom, it's yours, right? So in PA, they have like your typical castle laws, which says you have the right to defend your home. What I needed my license for was if I wanted to carry my weapon within my car or carry it concealed. Now, there's no law in PA that that says you can't open carry, which means like Wild West, you have your gun out. But since there's no law that says you can't do that, people pretty much say, well, then you can do that, right?
Right.
I wouldn't do that. It freaks people out. I've seen it. I'm like, oh, cool. Look at this guy. He's ballsy, right? People do get freaked out when you open carry. As far as what I heard in New Jersey and New York, a lot of people are pretty much told, like, don't bother because you're going to get shot down. Mm. I know in New Jersey you can, but it's like a whole 6 months process to do all the paperwork. And like you got to be meticulous with like following up as far as where you are in the whole process. And then with
is that to purchase a gun or is that to carry a gun?
I believe it's both.
Okay.
And it's even worse to carry it Because remember, to carry it, you gotta have a concealed carry.
Mm-hmm.
And like what Fuzz is saying, like concealed carry, that's like stripped down to like, I've even heard guys who were like prior military who was shot down. Really, that's just for like law enforcement that can like conceal carry.
Okay.
Yeah. So the fact that they're saying that any of these types of laws that restrict you from being armed goes against the Second Amendment, that's amazing. To me, that's amazing. Like you wouldn't think it with the way the culture is right now, with all these mass shootings and how all these all these senators are coming out with the bill, pushing this bill, and then now the Republicans are jumping on and saying, yeah, we got to do all this. You would like this came out of left field, and I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, the only thing we have right now as Americans that's holding our feet, like saying like the Constitution still matters, is freaking SCOTUS right now. Amen to SCOTUS.
And they say, you're supposed to like build on a solid foundation, and I feel like our forefathers have like put together like this whole ideal of like what they wanted the country to be. And I feel like our government now, it's the Wild West, man. They're not what? Oh my God. I just feel like they're not communicating efficiently. Come on. Like I feel as though, not being heard. The people down here who are, the majority, we're not being heard.
But you gotta also think too, when the Constitution was written, they just finished fighting a Revolutionary War. Mm-hmm. So when they're like, yo, we want to bear arms, that was so that they could fight again. They were like, look, if you ever infringe on these rights, right? Well, what's the saying? You have the First Amendment because you have the Second Amendment, right? So now the fact that they want us weak as citizens, they want to take away our rights to bear arms. Then they could start infringing on the first and say, oh, now you can't. We're going to censor you. Oh, we're going to,
which they already are infringing on. Like if you look at social media, they're already infringing on our rights. They're already, blocking posts, blocking content. Removing people's rights for like the entire platform. People build these huge platforms, and once they say something that doesn't align with what that platform is trying to trying to portray, it automatically gets censored, it gets blocked, it gets taken down. We have the cancel culture of like, if you're not speaking like the right terms, like you're gonna get canceled, you're no longer valid to our society, right?
And I hate when because I see it every single time there's a mass shooting. A lot of people start saying, oh, this is a false flag, right? You can see all the conspiracies, like, oh, this guy was trained, oh, he was a mark, somebody got to him, he was easily manipulated, and somebody got to him in a forum to say, hey, go ahead and do this, because they're trying to push a political agenda. But regardless, we got to stop looking at all of these outliers, right? These one-offs, and start looking at the common. It's like when we talk about like abortion, right? Everybody's like, oh, what about rape? What about rape? I'm like, okay, what about it? We'll allow abortion for rape. I'm okay with that. Right. You're okay with that. It's everything else. It's the fact that we have now a really high, like full on.
It shouldn't be your first method of birth control.
That's exactly. Like it's gotten to a point where it needs to be like fixed, right? The same thing with these gun laws. It's like, okay, you got these one-offs where the guy goes and buys a gun and he goes and he pops off. But then you also got all these weekends and all these like urban areas that people are popping off all the time. Let's look at the high crime rate.
Ongoing. Yes. Like statistics show that less, like more the poor communities. We've been hurting like this for years. This violence, and that's what you talk about too when they say like black on black crime. It's not specifically black on black. It's like, dude, like the people who are struggling, we're killing each other.
Right. And so let's go by this.
We're not standing together and growing. We're not, building that community. We're divided.
Right. And so let's look at the stats, and let's go and create laws around the stats, not the outliers. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why are we looking at the one-offs and say, okay, this law is going to be there for the one-offs, but then everybody else got to abide by it? Like, that to me doesn't make any sense. Let's look at the stats.
Right.
And most crimes, like, no, me and Lynn, we were born in the Bronx. We have family in the Bronx. We know. I guarantee me and Lynn has not been in the Bronx for a minute ever since what? ever since the lockdowns, and ever since crime has been skyrocketing. And we used to go to the city all the time. But now, we know, a little common sense is coming in and saying, like, why are we going to put ourselves in danger when crime is so sky high?
Yep.
And most
Over
crime,
here,
listen,
Thriving Mama 88, she's like, they're agreeing, you know, such divide. We need to really come together away from all the negative.
Yes,
amen.
That's exactly
yes,
what we're trying to do. Thank you.
Yep.
Yo, I'm glad. Yo, listen. But I don't want people to just agree with me. I want to have the conversations because it's healthy to have the conversations. Like, I know I love Tris because Tris is always my counterpoint. He'll come out and he'll call me out on live stream. And I love that because you know what? He puts he'll put a little worm in my head where I'll get off the air and I'll start thinking about things like that. Like, am I being insensitive? I'm being too negative. Can I change my point of view? Can I change this? Can I change that? Like, I don't want to be in my own echo chamber anymore. I want to reach out to the left and be like, yo, let's work together. We're both living here. Let's fix this. You know, this mess was created by division. Let's not keep being divided. Let's work together. But I feel like right now the left doesn't want to hear none of that. I feel like it's that they want, like, you know, they got a little power and they're power hungry and they're like, it's my way or the highway.
Yeah. And you know what? It sucks because they are supposed to be our leaders. They're supposed to be our community leaders, the people who are, you know, standing up for what we need as far as our communities. I lost my train of thought. It's gone. Just like that. Damn it.
You know, there's a saying that goes, the right don't fight. And it's like, you know, once again, I don't feel like I'm on the right because I hate them too. But, you know, I know that that's the label I'm going to get. So maybe maybe it's time for us to start standing up and start saying, hey, look, we're going to fight and take back our community. We're going to do this. Yes. Like, stop relying on the politicians who are always going to go with it, you know, with whoever aligns their pockets. You know, let's stop going with, I don't know, stop watching the media because, you know, they got an agenda. Which I never really understood that because, like, CNN's ratings are tanking. They're tanking.
Well, somebody still watch them.
Yeah, but I don't understand how they're still surviving. Who's bailing out CNN?
Like, the same, like, rhetoric is, like, across every platform. You know, like, if you look at all the different platforms when they're pushing a certain, like, topic, they're all using the same vocabulary. They're using the same words, you know? So they've created this you know, mass. It's like you know, when you have like a product come out and you do like a mass like advertisement for it. It's what they do whenever like something happens in the world. They sensationalize it. They put it everywhere. They make sure that everyone sees it. It's the same words, the same verbiage.
Because it gets clicks. It gets clicks to the point where you then become desensitized to those clicks. That's what people don't understand. Like, at this point, you could call me any name you want to call me because I'm at this point, you call that name so many times that everybody's that at this point.
Yeah.
You know, every man, you know, they call you're a sexist, you're a sexist. At this point, every man's a sexist now.
Yeah.
So then now we're the average.
Well, let's go to the comments real quick. Let's go to the comments real quick. So Fuzz on abortion.
Buzz.
Said, you know, more dark-skinned people killed in the stomach than born.
And that is sad. That's so sad because there's a whole movement calling Black Lives Matter, but they don't ever talk about black-on-black crime, and they don't ever talk about, you know, this high rate of abortion. And it's like those two things alone is killing your community, right? But you want to harp on another outlier, white cops killing black guys. It doesn't, you know, that's not the regular. That's not the norm. It's only, you think it's the norm because CNN sensationalizes it. That's not what's happening every day in these communities. Yeah. What's happening in these communities is your own taking out your own. Like, how about you start, you know, empowering your community to say, hey, let's get some knowledge out there to say, hey, let's not be so casual with sex. Let's not, you know, take that life away. And then also let's think about it a little bit, you know, before we actually pull a trigger. Yeah. It's like those are the conversations we need to have.
Within, and it's within our communities that we have to start healing.
Yes.
You know, like you have to start within your community. You have to see what can we do differently. I feel as though we're you know, we're stuck in this ism race where everyone wants to have a different you know, something to stand behind, a different movement. And you know, they're trying to put light on the problems, but we're not focusing on, you know, actually fixing things. Right. We're focusing on getting our message across. We want to be heard, but what are we doing? What work are we putting in to fix it?
And if you think about one of the most like inspirational leaders within like the last few years, right?
Welcome,
We
welcome,
literally
welcome,
got a holiday for him,
welcome.
MLK, right? Where is our black leaders today? Where are those leaders?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And when you do have, you know, somebody come out and say, look, it's the black community. We got to fix the black community. And they're black. Guess what? They get turned by their own,
Mm-hmm.
right? They get labeled all the names. You know the names.
Yeah.
Uncle
But a lot
whatever.
of
You
times they're
know?
not from the communities that they're, put there to represent. And that's a problem too. Like we have politicians who are like, oh, I'm gonna find the best black female for this. No, you need to find the best person for this role.
Yes.
And like, you know what, we do need more people from our minority communities to step up into those roles. Like if you
Yes.
have
And
that
with
fight in
you,
you, if you have that passion in you, if you have that idealism, if you have that mindset, step up and try and become a leader in your community.
yes. And going back to SCOTUS, the one thing that terrifies me right now is the fact that we do have Mr. Magoo still president, and he could try and pack the courts to get more of those diversity hires, more of the Sesame Street hires.
Right.
I'm gonna
They're
start calling
just
them Sesame
for
Street
somebody
now.
to look the part, but they're not actually getting somebody who's lived and breathed
Yes.
and is what they're supposed to be representing.
So I saw a meme and they were like, yo, the alphabet community is now the Sesame Street community because they like to go after the kids and they're trying to groom the kids. So it's like this grooming is brought to you by the letter G, the letter B, and the letter T. So hey, listen, you coming after the kids, you grooming them. Yo, we're gonna call you out on it. Let's call it out for what it is. Let's don't why listen. You see, I say things like that. People are like, yo, you're insensitive. But isn't that insensitive that they're coming after the kids?
Welcome, Robert. Welcome.
Like, come on, man. Sometimes you got to push back a little.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying? You're reading some comments. I feel like I'm rambling.
Yeah, I'm reading comments. It's weird because I'm getting comments from like both platforms. This is awesome.
I wish you could pull it up. I wish I could pull it up. I love the engagement.
I want to, and you know
People
what? Like I said,
this.
like I only learned about this app 2 days ago, but I think I want to find a way to like integrate this. That like you guys get to see Ray too, because you guys are like kind of over there just looking at me. But yeah, I want to be able to integrate them both. So this is my normal live time on YouTube. Tuesdays and Thursdays, late morning, Ray and I go live, and we have conversations, man.
Listen, look at Lynn. Get inspired. Look, there are people on a brand new app. You just got there 2 days, and they're having the conversation with us.
Yeah.
They're listening to what we have to say. They feel the same way. And I'm telling you, this is the reason why I was like, yo, let's get on this channel, because I was feeling this way like almost 2 years ago. I was like, yo, something needs to change. I don't like the fact that people want me to be down everybody else's throat, like fighting with somebody. Like they're like, oh, you're a minority. You need to be fighting with the white man. I was like, no, the white man always gave me opportunities. Like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why do you want to keep instilling this sense of tension and divisiveness? I don't understand it. It's like, look, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. Let's make a better world.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yep. But it starts with this. It starts with conversations that need to be had. People need to be heard. They want to feel heard. They want to express, their frustration around all of this. Because, like social media portrays it as this is the norm. This is what you're supposed to be striving towards. This is what you're supposed to be talking about. This is what's going on. And, like it's up to us to say, no, this isn't. Look around you. That's not what's going on around you. Like for me, like I live in a very accepting community.
Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, and look, tying it back in. Look at Tuesday. We went to the park. It was a beautiful day. Beautiful day at the park. No worries, no cares. And I rag on you as far as your friend, but your friend is beautiful. Why? Because she barely knows me, but she still opened her home. I'm gonna say we're at the park, but she opened her resources, her home to me and my kids. And that's humanity right there. And that's literally, if you think about it, the media and everybody wants to make you think that, oh, humanity's dead and people hate each other and we're all in this, we're torn and all this. No, the reality is people want to help people want to help each other.
Yeah.
That's our natural, when you see, no, there was one accident, right? This guy, I was driving on the highway and the off-ramp came and this guy just came like crazy fast, crashed into the side. right in front of me as I was driving down the highway. I was on family vacation. So at the time, it was me, the wife, and the kids. And the dude just crashed, boom, right into the guardrail, flipped the car over. I instantly pulled over. And I
Right.
was like, yo, call 911. I
Yeah,
was like,
they
trying to
need
help the guy.
help.
Another car pulled over. That's
Yeah.
what people do. That's humanity. When you
Yes.
see somebody in danger, that's why a lot of people, it's sad because, we do run towards to help people, but there could also be somebody who's shady. And we do have to understand that there are bad people in this world. And we try talking about that in the episodes, saying like, look, stop labeling everybody. Understand that there's bad people.
Bad things happen. Bad things
Right.
happen. There are bad people, and they come in
Right.
all shapes, colors,
Right.
letters, everything.
But you'll hear the narrative where it's like, oh, it's toxic masculinity. What about toxic femininity? There's bad people everywhere. We got to acknowledge that, but we also got to acknowledge that there's good people. And that's where we got to start giving that voice to the good people. The people who want to fight, the people who want to make a change, the people who are tired of the decisiveness, the vision and all this stuff, the people who are tired of that stuff. Like, we got to start fighting back. It's like, it's a call to arms. And I'm not saying like call to arms, pew, pew, pew. It's a call to arms to start getting on channels like this, to take a stand, to let our voice be heard. Like, for the longest time, there was like what's called a silent majority, right? Who goes against all these narratives, but they don't say anything. And then you see the line keep moving, further and further and further over to the left. And then we ask ourselves, how the hell did we get here? We have, drag story hour and little kids at a drag venue where there's, dancing, and we're like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, you're bringing a very adult thing, sexuality. It's an adult thing, and we're exposing our children to it. We're doing to them what's being done to us too. Like, we're being desensitized.
Yes. And it's like, no, we need to get that senses back. It's like, we got, what, as Americans, it's almost like we lost our sense of innocence. Like, we're quick to just brush that off and live a life of like quick gratifications. And,
we don't hold on to or have like a firm set of values or beliefs as Americans. Like, you can look at other cultures and be like, oh, they value education. They value this. Family. They value family. What the hell do we value as Americans?
Sex is something that's, still has value. That's special, right?
Yes.
It's still intimate. There's no intimacy anymore. People just like banging everything. It's like, literally, like, what's the point then? You could just go bang a freaking wall. You go bang whatever. It's like, you're banging couches.
A lot of people are doing it because they're looking for that intimacy, that connection. And they don't understand that that's not how you do it. Like the hookup culture, that's not how you do it.
That just makes you worse. It desensitizes you.
It makes you feel less, it makes you feel more empty.
Yeah. So it's like, I know, listen, we've been 30 minutes in and we're all across the board. But it's like, I'm fired up this morning, awesome. Man. I was really like, I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. And sure enough, SCOTUS came, and I hope that we can start seeing, like, and this is like, if you look at America and you look at how it was designed, the checks and balance, right? You have like three branches of government, right? You have the president, you have, Congress, and then you have the Supreme Court. And right now, two of them are failing us as Americans. They're failing us. It's the reason why inflation is going high. It's the reason why, the budget, like, we're so in the hole. They just keep spending money, sending money to like other countries for the most stupid reasons. Yeah. Right. And then, but there's still one.
That's definitely what our government does. Our government is always quick to help other countries. They're always like, oh, let me jump into their problems. Let me jump into their drama. Let me jump into that drama over there. But, like, we're broken here at home. We're broken. Yeah. We need to find a way to come back together, a way to be united again. You were telling me the other day that Texas is trying to, break away from the U.S. Like, where you going, Texas?
No, but you know what? I get it. Like, I'm with the fight with Texas because it's like they want to be heard. Yeah. It's like, look, federally, you taking all this money from us, right? Like, we got to pay federal taxes, right? We got to fund all your 3-letter witch hunt organizations, right?
Mhm.
And like none of these organizations are friendly to
FBI,
Texas, but
CIA.
we gotta fund that. And then it's like, but then we want to be heard, and you're
Mhm.
like, shut up, Texas, get in line. It's like,
Yeah.
no, as a state, we're supposed to be, we have our elected officials in our state, and we gotta have our state powers. So if we are not getting that, we're gonna fight for that. It's like now's the time. Like we gotta start fighting, and I'm not saying fighting. Like once again, I'm not saying go pew 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 because that's how the left wants to do it. They want to destroy and bring down stuff that other people build. It's like, oh, we didn't build it, but we're gonna destroy it anyway because we want to be heard. I'm not saying
Right.
like that. I'm saying we gotta take back the narrative. I'm saying we gotta take back our pop culture. We gotta take back, our media as far
Mhm.
as our social media and our news, and we gotta start taking back these platforms and start saying, hey, look, this is what the people want. The silent majority has to start being heard. You're loving that Bigo app, huh?
I am.
That's cool. That's cool. I like it. So is actually an app that I could download on my phone?
Yeah, it is. So I put it in the chat there. It's called Bigo.
Okay. And it's our channel?
And it's what?
It's our channel? We have a channel already on it?
No, so we don't have a channel on here. So I originally did it as our channel, but then I was like, well, shit, I want to be able to connect with you too. So I think we have to do just our names.
Okay.
So I changed it. Like I started putting all like our taglines in it and stuff, and I was like, but wait, there's only one host on here, so I can't do it that way. So I have it as Pollen.
But you have to create one for us so that way it's consistent. At least, or our name across the board as all the apps that we're trying to go.
Yeah, so I should stick with Sibling.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say that way because right now that's what I would look for.
Yeah, let me see. Can you follow me back? I don't know how to follow you back, but I sure will follow you back. I'll figure that out. Let me see.
Oh, I see you there. You're live.
Yeah, you see? People are popping in. Yeah, I love this app. You guys are just popping in, taking a look, see what's going on. So this is kind of my behind the scenes. I'm live on YouTube right now with my brother. We do a show Tuesdays and Thursdays called The Couch Show. Yeah, that's me right there. Hey, there's
that's kind of cool.
L's.
That's kind of cool because she's showing like a different angle. So it's like us behind the scene. And
we just do a show where we talk about,
oh, there's Fuzz. All right,
there's nothing
Fuzz
off
just
topic.
joined.
Oh, Fuzz is on too. That's what's up. Welcome. Hey, Fuzz.
That's kind of cool. That's cool.
Oh man, now Fuzz is gonna be commenting on like both of them. He's gonna be throwing me off.
Fuzz is gonna make you do double duty.
You're
gonna be working overtime.
Yeah.
So no, that's cool. So can they? I have it muted right now, but could they hear the conversation that we're both having, or just hearing your side?
I'm assuming.
You're assuming?
There's like no way for me to check the audio on here the way I do on YouTube. How you always like pull it up on a different device. I don't know.
So
Karma, I love your energy. I love that. All right, I'll check my inbox. They can hear you, right?
No, I think you could do something similar like this on TikTok, but I know with TikTok, TikTok is more. You know what's funny? TikTok is more censorship than YouTube is.
I didn't know that.
But think about it. TikTok is owned, by China, and China always censors everything.
To try. I was on TikTok for about a month, and I didn't like the energy. I had one video go viral. It was me doing like a DIY kind of crafty build. I had some tools, I had my power tools going, and it went viral. And I received like so much hate. But like at first the hate was like validating. I was like, I have haters? Hello. But then after a while, it was just, it really bothered me that there are people in the world who like they dedicate their energy to just be mean. Like, why? Why are you like that? So, it wasn't really the community I was looking for. And I don't really do TikTok.
You know why? Because they have nothing else to do with themselves.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only thing that empowered them.
I'm trying to make this app. That's what I heard.
And so we have to, we have to give them a way to figure out how to better themselves without the hate.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know, we gotta listen. We can't dismiss the trolls.
Right.
They're like that for a reason. It's like we gotta listen to them and say, yo, why are you like this?
Yeah.
That's it. We gotta talk to them too. When it comes to conversations, we gotta talk to them too. Like,
And I
why
mean,
are you this way?
we know why people are like that, because like your day-to-day life, like you are pushed into these constraints. You know, you have to go to work, you have to be friendly towards, you know, customers, and you know, you have children and you have to not kill your children, and you know, like there's so many like things, you know, pressure that's just on us, that's on our back, that we have to deal with. So it's easy to hide behind the screen and just be malicious and say the stuff that, you know, you wouldn't say to somebody to their face, because you know that's
that's another thing. Yeah,
you are.
We gotta take the anonymous part of the internet away, and then hold these people accountable. Yo, Lynn got. Yo, shout out to Lynn. She got 125 people watching her right now.
Wow, that's amazing. That's all I said.
She has 125 people. No pressure, Lynn. No pressure.
All right.
Yo, Lynn, 120 people just saw that you got something in your tooth right there.
Oh, damn.
No, just play with you. She's actually checking out. Just play with you.
I gotta make sure, you know, damn.
Yeah, 120. That's what I said. Yeah, 120, yo. That's dope.
All right, so Mama Karma says that there's mean people on here too, on Bigo, and I believe
it. There's mean people everywhere.
But it looks like you can control your live and you can kick them. So what we do with trolls that pop up on our YouTube channel, and it's been, you know, a couple people have like popped in and they're trying to troll and just trying to, you know, do stupid shit.
We turned them.
We turned them.
We engaged them.
We start engaging with them, and like
we engaged them.
We have been
give them a voice. Yep,
you know,
give them a voice, and we turn them. And that's what I'm saying. Like trolls just want to be heard.
Positive energy, who's just contributing like a regular contributor.
Oh, you know what, Lynn? Let's talk about that, because you know what, we do have new people watching.
Okay,
let's talk about how positive energy and negative energy. You know, we got the two. People got negative energy and positive energy, and let's talk about how they're both contagious. But I'm a firm believer that positive energy is a lot more contagious.
Right. Hey, hold that thought for just a second. I have no clue where the food is. It was supposed to be here when I got here, so I don't know.
It is getting pulled in like 5 different directions.
Because I was on my stream, and then that was it. They just haven't showed up. I have like a DoorDash order coming, and they tried calling me, and I was like, ignore or like reject, whatever. And yeah, now the food just never showed up.
It's probably outside. Did you guys check outside? You left it at the door.
Oh, that's so cute. I don't know what that is, but that was really cute. I just had like a sticker pop up, and it was like the little like dino from like the app, like their logo, and it had like a heart and stuff. That was really cute.
Isn't that donations when those little stickers pop up? That's donations?
Might be. Thank you if it is. What is this? Have a bean task? Oh my God, there's like pop-ups on here.
Yo, they're like karma points people are sending you.
Listen.
Sending you diamonds and stuff. This is crazy. It's like a casino.
Thank you. It is, right? That's what I was thinking. It's like the casino app.
Heart's coming out your face now.
The change and stuff. All right, let me see.
But yes, Fuzz said, you know, your mantra, Lynn, thoughts become things.
Yes.
You know, we got to talk about all that stuff. And that leads to everything that we started to show off with, as far as like how toxic, you know, society is becoming, is because the more negative energy, the more people think about negative, the more negative society becomes, right?
Yes.
It's contagious. It infects everyone.
Whatever you focus on, that's what grows. So when you focus on the good,
so
the good grows.
We gotta start, you know, like I always said, you know, be happy. I say that jokingly, but we gotta really start putting that out there.
Wait, they didn't get to see it though. So Ray has this thing where he just slaps people with happiness. He's just like, be happy. So I need you guys to see him do it real quick. Let's bring it back. Oh my God, I'm meeting up with people. I don't know how to use this app yet, guys. Let's see. All right, Ray, tell somebody to be happy. Go ahead.
Hold on, I want to see myself on Bago. Yeah, so listen, we gotta being happy and being positive is contagious. So I'm gonna go around and I'll be like, yo, be happy.
It's hilarious. It's like the most aggressive manner possible. It's like, you be happy.
But I do it with love. Listen, I do it with love because it's like, you know,
that's just
listen.
That's just your energy, man.
Yeah, but listen. I love everybody. I love you guys. I love America. You know, I'm an ex-Marine. You know, I put my life on the line. I know I was called out. They were like, "Why you did it? Was it because you were patriotic or because you needed an opportunity?" I'll say it was both. You know, it was both. I could have went somewhere else, but I joined the hardest branch of the service, man. That shit was hard.
I'm actually going to a graduation today, a high school graduation, and he's talking about going to the Marines.
Tell him.
What about you?
Do it.
I was like, I guess
no,
you guys
it's like one of the best. Listen, I always said if I could go back in time, I'll probably do it again because it opened up so many doors for me. Mm-hmm. It opened up so many doors. And as far as like men, you know, men need that hero's journey, that rite of passage, right? And we really don't have that. We don't have that anymore as far as saying, hey, how do you take the boy, kill the boy, and become the man, right?
Hey, Mommy, thanks for joining.
I think the only thing that kind of has that is the military, but unfortunately, the military is going woke now.
Sorry, wait, hang on. There's a lot going on over here. So I don't know.
That's okay. While you do that, I'm going to dip out real quick. My camera, I'm going to go grab a water.
Oh, man, I got a phone call coming in.
That's your food.
Hello? Hello?
That's your food.
I can't hear you. Oh,
no. You froze on Bigo with like the most weirdest pose.
Okay. Am I back? I hope I'm back. I don't know how to follow back, guys, but as soon as I figure out how to, I will 100% follow back. I'm new to this app. This is like day 2 of me using the app. And I'm excited about growing, you know, a community on here, especially, I mean, you guys are already jumping in the comments and, you know, you guys are already sending me love. Let's see. Thank you, and welcome.
So did you figure out where your food is?
No, not yet. I have no clue what's going on with your food.
You got squirrels that hijacked your food?
And you know what? It's sad because by the time I like reach out to DoorDash, they're gonna be like, "Oh, too late, too late." But Fuzz noticed my nails. Thank you, Fuzz. I'll show him again. I'll show him over here. I showed them earlier because somebody followed from Bigo, and like in their name was like nails. It was like pro nails or something. So I was like, "Oh, look, I just got my nails done." Getting ready to go to DR, you know, my flight in 2 days. I'll be in the beautiful country of Dominican Republic for a week. I'm taking my babies. Huge for me, huge. Their first trip out of the country. Getting my kids' passports was actually a 2021 goal that I didn't accomplish in 21. And then in 22, when I did, I was like, yeah! Like, I'm so excited. So proud. I love it.
As for myself, tomorrow, me and the boys, we're going camping. We're going down to Delaware for the weekend.
You guys are backpacking.
Yeah, we'll be back Monday.
Okay. Nice.
So have we decided, are we doing the show next week? What are we doing? We got all this momentum going into it now. And you're like,
man,
I'm going away for a week.
I want to keep going. I don't know if I'll be able to do it concurrently because I'm not there yet. But I'm going to be on our show on my phone, you know? Oh, Vigo, I am so sorry, guys. You guys may not be able to see the show next week because I will be out of the country. And I'm only
Bring your iPad. Bring your iPad and figure out a way to do both.
Oh, that's a good idea. You see? Genius.
So as long as you got Wi-Fi,
I'm gonna try. I'll definitely be going live throughout the week. Because on Bigo, I go live on Bigo kind of like all the time is how you live on Bigo. You just have to go live all the time. That's what I.
Well, that's social media in general. Like Buzz said that if you want your YouTube channel to grow, you got to create more content. However, if you want next week, Lynn, we could even leave the show to like an hour just to check in, see how things are going, and keep it going, keep the momentum going at least.
We'll see how it goes.
For the hour.
We'll see how my
Buzz
Wi-Fi
said,
is. I have to have good Wi-Fi.
Buzz said this last week too. He said Dominicans and Puerto Ricans don't get along.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's 100% true. But when they do, the one chance they do, they make beautiful babies. That's all I'm saying. My prom date was
Shout out,
She
to
was half Dominican, half Puerto Rican. My God, she was so beautiful. I should marry that girl.
shout out to my babies. My older two children are half Dominican. They rep their Boricua side though. There it is, that Puerto Rican and Dominican rivalry. I have a good friend who's Dominican. She actually, her mom just bought a condo in DR, and I cannot wait to go stay in their condo in DR. That's not where I'm staying this time. This is like a different trip. But she told me that we have to get out there before the end of the year. So I'll be back in DR before the end of the year.
Nice.
Nice.
I don't ever get the invite.
He said, good time to join the Marines. Chances of deployment are low because we just came back home from 20 years of war. Unless
Ukraine pops off to World War III. Like they want, like they're wishing. Who knows? We shall see.
See, welcome. See,
you heard what I said, Lynn?
Deleted, Jimbo. Unless, you did.
No, I said I never get the invite.
What invite didn't you get?
I never get the invite.
To where?
I want to go to the condo in DR. I want to go to DR.
You're all talk. Because I've been traveling for the past 2 years. Non-stop. 2020 and 2021 was non-stop.
I'm telling you, we live in two different worlds.
Jabbed. I'm not getting jabbed. I'm going to drive everywhere. You can't drive. Look at me. Am I $120 with boobies? No, I'm not $120 with boobies. So, I gotta fund my own way. But yeah, so during the last 2 years, like it's been so affordable to travel, so affordable until like January. Is it? So has it been going up? Yeah, man. Since January, gas prices are going up. It only makes sense. They're price gouging. I mean, round trip. The last 2 years, I was averaging $100 round trip wherever I was going. Oh wow. Yeah. So for right now, like prices to go, like, all right, before the quarantine and everything, before the pandemic, prices were usually like between like $200 and $400 if you wanted to go to the Caribbean. Like $280 to Jamaica round trip, like $340 to like Aruba round trip, like, and those were like normal prices. Now all those flights are like $500-$600. Oh shit. Yeah. So it went from being, average being maybe $300 round trip somewhere, $350 on the pricier side, to dropping down to about $100 round trip. And now they've skyrocketed way past any price point I'm comfortable paying. So I've toned it down with the flying. Which now, like, the Beagle family is like, what do you mean? You're going to fly tomorrow? No, she hasn't turned it down. She's, if anything, she's still turned. She's still turned. I'm trying to find, you know what?
Every other weekend she's traveling.
I'm planning my trips more now. Whereas, like, before, I was just, I'd find the trip. I'd be like, we'll leave tomorrow. I do want to do a road trip down south, probably the end of the summer, maybe end of August.
Where are you going?
I want to go down to see Deja and her kids.
Oh, okay.
The Carolinas. But I'm thinking if we go halfway and do like a night, maybe a night. I'm not gonna say 2 nights, but do a night down in, where is it, Delaware, that you want to take us? We can do a night down in Delaware, and then from there I'll continue.
You don't have to do one night. You got to give yourself at least 2 nights. It's fun. I'm telling you, especially when you go on the weekend.
I don't know.
Listen, for me, for the whole weekend, was it 3 nights? It's $50 a night to camp, right? And then, me and the boys, we already know. We'll go. They already know the places they want to go. They're like, we're gonna go here. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit. Like, it's good times out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I could do 2 nights. I think I'd be fine. I have more like glamping situation in my mind than what is actually gonna happen.
So are you did you take my advice, and are you gonna go and sleep in your car?
I think that's what I'll do. I'll sleep in the car and I'll put the kids in the tent.
And the kids are in the tent?
Go ahead, sleep outside, kids.
No, I saw what glamping is. Glamping is not that. I mean, it's more your flavor because it's expensive as all hell. But they're like these like it's pretty much a house. It's like
Mhm.
they like these huge tents and they got couches in there and everything. It's not glamping is not what you think.
Yeah.
Like what I'm doing is more like I don't know van life or something like that.
See, Fuzz knows how to speak woman. Fuzz said tax-free shopping in Delaware. I'm there, Fuzz. That's all he had to say.
And there's like a whole strip of very expensive stores.
I don't really like the very expensive stores. I like the moderately expensive stores.
Well, the whole strip is there. I know my kids want to go hit the Crocs store so they can get more buttons on their feet.
Oh, man. Ma's watching. Hey, Ma.
Hello, Mother. No socks. I'm barefooted right now.
Our mom like tunes in on YouTube. It's amazing. She's almost 70 years old and like she has the notifications on her phone so she knows when we go live.
She's late though. We're an hour in the show. Thanks for reminding us to do the top of the hour. Go ahead, Lynn.
Oh, you caught me off guard. I wasn't ready.
Well, you still got like 5 more minutes, but you got to reintroduce the show. It's been an hour.
I wasn't ready. All right, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in. For my fans on Bigo, I don't know what you call you guys. Fans? I feel like that's like the term that's popping up. But my viewers over here on Bigo, I'm new to this app. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go live on YouTube, and I'm going to introduce that show now. Anyone who's tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. People in the comments, thank you always for commenting and, just giving us more stuff to talk about and vibing with us. Welcome to the Couch Show. We're your hosts from Sibling Rivalry. I'm Lynn.
I'm Ray.
And on our show, we strive to be givers. We're givers of love. We're givers of good vibes, and we're givers of strength through conversation. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. So what's our next topic? What do we talk about?
Let's see. Drop the StreamYard link to join the show on Bigo.
So what I did, Fuzz, was I don't know if there's a link. That's probably going to be hard for her to get that out of the app itself. So just put Bigo and then put your name, Lynn, because I forgot how to spell it too.
Gotcha. Okay, Bigo.
So put that. But shout out to Lynn's other channels too. Like that's her name. When she does her own, goes off her own. She has her own YouTube channel. I believe that's her name on Instagram too. All the other social media.
On here,
so, Lynn never plugs her stuff. So the fact that's here, Pollen, that's her other channels. You can see some of her. So what do you do on your other social media, Lynn? You got like your arts and crafts, right?
Yeah. So I'm a really crafty person. I like to build stuff, and that's pretty much what I do on my other platforms. I show like my traveling photos. I do a lot of hiking and going into the wilderness. I put those kind of photos out. And then the building, which I started on TikTok, and I was like, not for me. But I build stuff. I'm like working on my backyard right now. We're gonna change the pergola because we built the pergola last year, and this year
I don't even know what that is.
We're pouring cement back there.
Arugula? What'd you say?
Fence in the backyard. A pergola. It's that thing that cover the roof kind of thing. My backyard.
Oh, okay. Do you still do photography?
Not really. I don't do it on like any kind of like professional level, but I love like learning new techniques and like trying different transitions and stuff. So that's where I'm at now. I do that on Pinterest. Damn, I'm on like every platform.
I'm trying to shout out all your platforms. That's why I'm asking the questions. You don't have to do that.
I use Pinterest mostly for like learning that and getting inspirations for my DIY builds. And I haven't found a way to kind of like bring all my platforms together in like a cohesive way. I just need my own website, which I could do too. I should just design the website, but it's easier to design a website when like someone's hired you and you're designing it for them than to like do it for yourself.
But it's for you. It's like, yo, keep it moving forward. But no, she'll procrastinate.
No, because like, dude, you have to do X, Y, and Z. That's all you gotta do. Simple.
She's such
I
a,
tell my
I'm
kids
telling you, man.
all
We're
the
such
time. I'm like,
procrastinators.
with them being young, they're at the easiest point in their life because like they know what the expectations are. Like your parents tell you what to do, your teachers tell you what to do, like you know what the expectations are. Whereas when you're an adult, you just kind of have to wing it, figure that shit out.
It's not about winging it. It's about actually holding yourself accountable and like taking action.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hold yourself accountable to. Oh, Fuzz said do a link tree to aggregate your web links. Fuzz,
Okay.
you're gonna have to email
I think
email us offline because that sounds dope. But I like me and her, we just had blanks. Like what?
no, I
Like that
think
just
I've heard
you
of
just
it
put us
before.
on something dope. So you might have to email us on how to do that.
So my understanding, Fuzz, is that it's like one link that I use, and then that link kind of like does a pop up and shows all my other links. So it'll show like, oh, this is IG, and this is Pinterest, and this is Facebook. You know, like so it's one link that you share, but then through that link, it links you to all the different outlets. Right? I think that's something that somebody was talking about on IG on Instagram to do, because on IG you can only have the one link.
So I'm gonna throw a curveball. Do we want to throw out that StreamYard link and see if anybody wants to talk to us?
How do we do this? I think I can invite. So, that's kind of cool about Bigo too. So, like, I can invite people to like pop up and do a stream with me.
But we can't see that.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. We can't see it over here on YouTube.
Do you think I could stream through my laptop to 2 different places?
Yes. It's frowned upon, but there is ways to do simulcasting.
All right, maybe that's something else I'll look into, because I definitely want to connect these two. I want to do all the. Oh, what is this? Superstar Maker. That was awesome. Thank you.
I'm like looking down because it's on my phone and it's just like crazy things popping up. I'm telling you, it's like one of those like
I don't know what any of it
games.
means, but it's pretty cool. It makes me feel special.
These things just keep popping up left and right.
I'm feeling the love.
Lynn just like something popped over her face and was like she got a bunch of 7s. And all these coins are popping out now.
It seriously reminds me of like those gambling apps.
That's what I said. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yeah, Fuzz said that he confirmed that is what it is. So it's one link and then it links you to all your links, like multiple links.
Gotcha. So you know how to do that?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But I knew what he was talking about, you know?
All right. All right.
No, and it's a good idea. He's right. It's a good idea.
It is a good idea.
All right, guys, if you become fans, I guess I'll become a fan back. Is that how that
Once
works?
she figures out how to do it.
Follows? Yeah, man. I got you. I'm going to go through.
Give him a shout out, though. Tell him, like, it's your first day.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Today's my.
Like, you're not trying to be rude. You're not trying to ignore them.
using the app. I just
like,
heard about it. I heard about it.
It's your first day.
We were networking. We were kind of just telling each other the different businesses that we're in. Like the one girl, she like whitens teeth. The other girl, she does like hair and nails. And then I was telling them about what I do on YouTube, which is the show that I am doing now live. I'm live on YouTube with my brother. We have a channel that we just, we talk about topics that conversations that need to be had. Without all the maliciousness, just take away everything that society like tells you to believe and just have a conversation. Talk about it. Make it make sense.
Shout out the channel. Come on.
No,
people can jump ship and watch us over here.
So we're on YouTube, Sibling Rivalry. The show is The Couch
Spell
Show.
it out. It's spelled different.
We're live Tuesdays and Thursdays. I can drop a link, probably.
Yeah, drop a link. How about that?
I need
Show
the link
some love
tree.
on this side.
This is right.
Damn.
I need the link tree.
Damn, no love on this side,
Yeah,
man.
so Sibling Rivalry. I'll type that in. Maybe.
Damn, Fuzz, she forgot about us. I'm gonna be like, doom, 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 doom. Y'all know me, same old Ray. Lynn forgot about Ray. Crack myself up. There you go.
There we
Sibling
go.
rivalry on YouTube. All right.
It's like the same thing when I'm in person with, like, I bring somebody to a in-person event. I always fail to like introduce them.
Introduced, yes, yes, and it's mostly me, and I'm just standing there like,
I'm just
all
like,
right, I don't know
I'm
anybody.
here. These people are with me, you know.
Because you know what it is? Lynn assumes that everybody is like her, who's like a social butterfly, extroverted, who's just gonna go out and be like, "Hi, I'm Lynn. Hi, I'm Lynn. Hi, I'm Lynn. Hi, I'm Lynn," all bubbly and shit. When she doesn't really like, no consideration for the introverts who are like, "Yo, I'm just rolling." What do we? Who are these people? What's going on? Hey, all right, all right.
All right, so I don't know what happened because I never received my DoorDash order. All right, guys, stand by. I need to go into a different app on here, and
Oh my goodness.
BRB. Oh, the door's locked.
I love how it keeps freezing on the most awkward facial expressions that you do. Have you seen this woman? She's been missing for days. Have you seen her?
All right, let's see. It should unfreeze now. I'm back, and I'm walking away because somebody's at my door.
So wait, did she get her food? I was thinking about going to see Elvis. That looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, with Tom Hanks. But probably not this weekend, no, because I'm hitting the road. Tomorrow I'm hitting the road. I'm waking up. Delaware's calling my name, man. I need some sun and beach in my life. Black Phone. I don't know. That one kind of, it really didn't sell me. The trailer didn't really sell me. I'll probably catch that when it goes on demand, video on demand or something like that. That Black Phone, I felt the same way when I saw the trailer for Men. And then I was like, oh, brother, what is this going to, is this going to be like an agenda movie talking about toxic masculinity or some shit? But I heard that Men actually had a really good twist. So I'm kind of waiting for that one to pop up on video on demand too. It is Thursday. So tonight we have, the next episode of Boys. That's my shit. Don't mess up The Boys, because that show is like my only saving grace right now. Everything else is dookie. Lynn, did you catch Jurassic Park?
No, we didn't go to see it.
No?
No, our plans fell through. We didn't go to see it. But my kids still want to see it, so I guess I have to schedule that.
Just wait till it shows up on.
Is it on Showbox yet?
Yeah, just wait till it's on
That's
there.
what I'm waiting for.
Yeah. Save your money. It's not worth it.
It's raining, baby. Not anymore. Where are you going? Around the neighborhood. Yes, you can.
Hey, focus! We're live.
My child
you
needed
are
my
so
attention.
Distracted right
my
now.
baby.
She's like everywhere. You know what she
My
is?
baby.
She's like a cat. And she's like, ooh, a laser. Ooh.
No, I feel more like, yep, that's my thing. Like a dog, like squirrel.
Yeah. Focus. We're live right now. What are you doing?
All right. I need to figure out my food situation.
You said that like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do it. I like don't know how to.
The show's going off the rails. I swear, the show's going off the rails.
Oh, there we go. That's how. That's how. Look, it's yelling at me. Tap to return. I will.
Welcome to YouTube. You're watching Lynn order on DoorDash.
You know that gas station?
This tutorial is presented to you by Paulin. How to use an Android device to have food delivered right to your door. DoorDash. You don't like Uber Eats? Why do you use DoorDash? All right. On that note, I'll be right back.
Redeliver the order? Redeliver the order or take the credit?
I mean, see if they redeliver. I'm still hungry.
Okay.
You're still going to be here for a while, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did they give you a reason why?
No. All right, guys. I am so sorry about that. So I've replaced my order. Oh, man. They're pressing. Womp womp. Now I'm officially back. So I was able to check on my delivery. I ordered DoorDash like 2 hours ago, and I received the message, like the first confirmation that the restaurant received the order, and I received the confirmation that my order was picked up, and then nothing. So, oh no, they did try calling me, but I was live, so I ignored it, and then that was it. So I don't know, maybe they couldn't find my house. It pops right up on the GPS. I've never had an issue before. So I was able to figure it out now. Trying to get some breakfast from a diner. And you know what? Really, it's kind of like my own fault because the diner is seriously like walking distance from my house. Like my daughter just asked if she can like hang out with her girlfriend. They're gonna walk past the restaurant. All right, so I'm kind of excited to be traveling this weekend. I have not finished packing. That's just how I roll, you know, wait till the last minute. Usually the night before, I get no sleep. And I really shouldn't this time because I'm traveling for me plus 3. Like I'm bringing all my babies with me. So I have to get on that. Don't really have plans over there. I'm just going to be hanging out on the beach, at the resort, relaxing. I'm going to DR, Dominican Republic. Saturday to Saturday. So it's actually, this is how I typically travel is I jump on to other people's plans. Like I get invited to people's vacations. So I'm staying at like this gorgeous house on like an all-inclusive resort in DR, something that I would never even like dream of being able to afford. But you know, you network and you talk to people. And there's a family who rented the house and they were like, oh, you guys should come like stay at the house with us. So we're going.
You know what you are?
What's that?
You ever you seen that movie, that Jim Carrey movie, Yes Man?
Yes,
where he had to like train himself to say yes to everything.
Yep, to everything.
That's
Just
you.
say yes.
You say yes to everything.
Say yes.
You was random like, Lynn, you want to go? Yes.
Heck yeah, I'm there. And you know what? It was one of those invitations that I wasn't like sure if like they were actually inviting us or if it was like a conversation starter kind of thing. So, you know, like I left it alone. I didn't pursue it. I wasn't like, hey, are we going on this? And like they came back to us, like asked us again, like, hey, are you guys gonna like come stay in DR with us? So at that point, we were like, hell yeah, let's plan this trip. My kids are like a little hesitant because their kids are very well behaved. And like my kids are pretty good. You don't have bad kids, but their kids are like good. So my kids are like, are they gonna be able to have fun? I think they're just like too strict. They're just gonna sit there. They're not gonna do anything. So
let me rephrase that. That's only one of your child that's probably saying that. Because your other one's like, I don't really care. I just want to chill.
That's true.
So
that's true.
That's
it's
only one of your kids.
Like
and that's the rowdy one of your kids. So yeah, maybe that one should be more around these kids.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, dude, like, I hope like these kids rub off onto my kids. Like, can my kids just chill a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
bad
influences.
Yeah, exactly.
My kids are the bad influences in this scenario.
Well, one are, and I gotta tell, you know, I also gotta tell my kids sometimes too, like, yo,
don't do what she does. You can't
listen.
You can't get away with that.
Don't listen. Yeah, I'll whoop your ass. Yeah,
damn.
You do.
Oof.
And remember, like you said, she's a reflection of you.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that was coming. Yes, but you have no money. Womp womp. Ciao. Are you taking both or one?
She has hers.
Okay.
Sure.
I feel like the show fell off the rails, and I'm like, I want to try to get it back on, but every time I do,
don't know. It's like, I mean,
Lynn squirrel on me all the time. I'm like, this is.
Well, maybe. All right.
So
why don't we? Why don't we just cut it short?
What you could do is, what I was going to say is to bring it back onto topic or back on the show. You know,
Mhm.
it is Thursday and we like to, end Thursday lighthearted. You do have some new people watching. So why don't you go through your whole mantra that you like to go through? Inspire
Okay.
the people before you walk away,
My
Lynn.
outlook.
Leave
I
them
like
wanting more.
All right. So, one of the things that I'm constantly saying is your thoughts create your feelings. You know, your thoughts create your feelings create your actions create your results. So it all starts with your mind. You know, you have to have a strong mind, and from there, you know, you're able to do amazing things. You know, and I saw a recent quote too that it's not about the things you can do, it's about overcoming the things you thought you couldn't. You know, like those new milestones, those new I can't think of the word, but like those new accomplishments.
So you're telling me that the universe provides? You just got to believe in it and the universe gives it to you? The
Absolutely.
law of attraction?
You just speak it into existence. You put it out there, and you believe it, and the universe provides. You know, those doors will open. One of my things that I actually put this on my vision board, guys, was that my job was going to be to relax, and I wish I could pull it up, but it's on my phone. But my job is to relax and be at peace. So it's kind of cool that like my friend showed me this app the other day, because that's pretty much what I'm doing. Like I'm relaxing, I'm doing what I love to do, and hopefully I will be able to generate some kind of income with Bigo. Like
So what
maybe
happens
post.
when you have those naysayers that are just like, oh, that's just woo woo talk.
Mhm.
That's just not real. How do what examples do you have in your life to show that it works? If you believe it, it works.
Mhm. Like putting things out there, speaking into existence.
Yes.
Well, honestly, it works. If you really break it down, it works because once you speak it out there, once you put that out there into the world, into the universe, it's also on your mind. And now it's something that, you know, your mind is looking for ways to make it happen. Um Examples? I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of any examples right now. Why would you put me on the spot like that?
You got lots of examples. What are you talking about? Come on. You don't know your blessings? Come on. How about the one example where you're like, enterprise sucks. I don't want to work here anymore.
Okay. All right. All right. I see where you're going with this. So,
In your
um,
own life. What are the examples?
yeah, there are a few times where I've, you know, spoken into existence, and it's like it's come to be, you know, like the example I just gave with just trying to find a way to earn that extra income, that residual income, that what do I call it? The spending money.
Disposable income?
Yeah, there we go. Disposable income. That's what I'm looking for right now. Some disposable income, some I don't really have to worry about it cash. But I was able to retire in 2019. I did a few like investment things with crypto, and what really did it was I looked at my like household composition, and I just brought down all my expenses. Like, you know, family of four, me plus three children. All of our expenses, food, shelter, everything is under 2,000 a month. Excuse me. So I was able to get myself to where I had a comfortable amount in savings, and I was able to walk away from that 9 to 5, which for me wasn't even a 9 to 5. Working for enterprise, we did mandatory 48 hours, and then once you made it to management, it was mandatory 52. um so, you know, I was already putting so many hours into building someone else's company, and I was good at it and I enjoyed doing it. But the fact was that I was missing out on my children, their childhood, you know, like seeing my children grow, being there for them, building those lasting connections with them. So I walked away from the workforce, and I've put all my energy into my household, into building what it is that I have, you know, raising my crazy kids who I hear right now, I'm like, shit, one of my kids is like that kid. So how good am I doing? Let me see. What other blessings do I have? I bought my house in 2017. Guys, you have no idea, man. I have lived a life. Bought my house in 2017. I had a house fire. like 3 months later. I wasn't even unpacked. Like things were still in boxes. I don't know what I lost, but everything in my house had to go. Like it was covered in soot. I had to gut my entire downstairs. Structurally, the house was okay, but there was a lot of work to be done, and I didn't have insurance. So I did it DIY style, like a lot of volunteers helped. I was able to get the materials because I had great credit. So I threw it all on credit cards, and I rebuilt my home. I put the muscle, the sweat into it, and just through the universe, like sending me, people who are willing to like put in that work and willing to teach you and willing to, struggle with me. I was able to rebuild my house, and here I am trying to figure out like where I want to put my energy, where I want to focus my energy going forward, because working for someone else wasn't for me. And, anything that's being thrown at me, I can overcome. I have that strength. I've overcome so much in my life already. And, I'm looking forward to the challenges that I have ahead of me. What other mountains am I going to be able to get to the peak of, the summit of? Yeah, what other ones? Tell me, what other times have I like put it out there? Like, this is what I want to do.
You're the one speaking it into existence. What words are you saying?
Oh, you know what else happened recently is with my children's passports. Like I put it out there. That was a goal of mine. I wanted to do that. And here I am. It was a little delayed, and that was okay. I knew I was going to get my kids out of this country. And sure enough, Saturday, I'm realizing that goal. I'm going to take them to DR for a week. It's definitely a vacay trip, not like, we're not humanitarians yet, maybe in the future someday. But I want to inspire my kids. I want them to know like there's more to life than just working and paying your bills. I want them to know that there are different avenues. You don't necessarily have to work for somebody else. You can follow your passion and, build a comfortable living around what it is that you love. That's the American dream right there, being able to do something for yourself, build something for yourself, do what you love, and be able to live comfortably off of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Look at you.
Well,
got
on
you
that
ranting
note,
for like another 20 minutes.
Well, on that note, guys, something nice for you guys to think about, feel inspired. I am going to close off this first. Bigo, guys.
Hold on, I have one more question. So I lobbied the softball to you. I gave you a nice little positive softball. Can I now throw a curveball?
Okay.
So why do you think you do have a problem child?
Why do I think I have a problem child?
Yeah, well, you know who it is.
I think I have a problem child because why do I have a problem child?
Is it well? Let me get to.
I don't think it's just the one child. I think all my children need more of my like one-on-one with them.
No, but let's just focus on the one. Let's just focus on the one because you know who the one is. You know who we're talking about, and I know what the problem is, but I want to see if you get to the problem.
Well, what do you think the problem is?
The sisterhood.
That's not what it is.
The problem is the sisterhood. You don't hold her accountable. You hold your oldest accountable.
Mm-hmm.
You tend to be a little bit more easier on your youngest, but of course he's the baby. But you still hold him accountable. I think it's the sisterhood.
I don't know, man. I feel like I just don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, man.
Very dumb.
Everything is hard.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What? She's going to her teenage years. What? Oh my god. You know what? I have to admit, like, there is a huge difference between raising a boy and raising a girl, and
that's why I'm so glad I don't have a girl. So look, I'm sorry. Look, I don't want a daughter in this day and age. I do not want a daughter. Yeah. It's not because of my parenting. It's not because of the way I would raise her. I would do everything in my power to raise her the way I would raise my boys. Mm-hmm. However, society, when they get their hands on her, they're going to ruin her.
Yeah.
And there is, look, as much as you roll your eyes on it, there is a sisterhood.
Mhm.
There is a sisterhood. As much as I like to call out things and say, hey, look, women need to change, you roll your eyes and you're like, oh, no, there's no. And I'm like, well, look around, Lynn. These women are out here making you look bad.
Mhm.
It's like you can't keep defending the sisterhood anymore. And you know what's crazy is? What's crazy is like there.
Wait,
like,
no.
there
Now
is a-
I need you to go like deeper into it. What do you mean the sisterhood then?
well, the
Because
fact that all women kind of stick
originally
together
when
and
you
they
said
kind of defend each
sisterhood,
other.
originally when you said sisterhood, I took it as, oh, like I'm more of a friend than a parent.
No, it's the sisterhood. Is that like that subliminal, subconscious need for women to defend women?
Mm.
It happens all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and like I don't understand that because men, for some reason, they have this subconscious where they've been raised in a way where men subconsciously defend women too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see it all the time. You're simps, right? You're Will Smith, you're simps, you're white knights. You know, men have this like subconscious desire to defend women, and then women defend women, and nobody are holding, the bad people. That's why I keep saying there's bad people in society. Nobody's
Mm-hmm.
holding them accountable.
Mm. And you
So I
think,
think
and you see that in the way I raised my child, my daughter?
yes, I see it in you, and I see it in Ma too. And I call it out all the time. But I'm the bitter uncle. I'm
I
the
can't
bitter
stand,
man. I'm the
you know
bitter
what?
everything.
I can't
But
stand like the way Ma tries to parent baby girl. Like I feel like she's been a really
But Ma is the grandma.
oh
So
my
I get it
god.
and I give her the pass at times. But with you, I can't look, listen, I deal with it. I set my kids straight when, we go around, we hang out with you guys, and I set my kids straight and they're right on the straight path, right?
Yeah.
But now that you have another family, right? You got other kids and you're seeing it, you're acknowledging it. You knew which child I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be mean, but you're seeing this outside looking in.
Right.
So I'm kind of asking, do you kind of see where subconsciously you might give her a free pass because she is your daughter?
Hmm.
And then
I
what you
know that all
call
three of them get free passes.
is like, oh, that friend syndrome where, oh, maybe I'm just trying to be her friend,
Mhm.
It's like, no, that's not what it is. I'm telling
I
you,
don't
it's
think
this
that's what it
whole
is. But that's why
sisterhood
I thought
thing.
you were trying to say when you said sisterhood.
No, it's not.
Like,
It's not. I take it more. It's that whole the whole defense mechanism that women have where it's like this weird built-in like like just instant like I gotta defend all women. It's like the whole hashtag believe all women. It's like that too. It's like no, you can't believe all women. Women lie, men lie, people lie. There are
yeah.
evil people in this world.
I don't know. I know that I make a lot of excuses for all of my children. And I notice when I'm doing it too. And I'm like, oh, why am I making excuses for it? They should know better. But I don't know. With my daughter, like I just feel like I can't get through to her. Like I took her like cell phone privileges for 2 months. I kept her away from friends for a while. I've tried like so many different things that I've given her more responsibilities around the house, and she loves the drama. She's always in something. She likes to sensationalize stuff. Like that's who she is, I don't know.
So glad I don't have a daughter.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
That trauma.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
But more people are hopping in. Welcome. Happy to be me. I love that. Blake 360. Lex 1 became a fan. Thank you.
Yeah, there's so much stuff going on in that app, but I don't even know what it is. I'm telling you, like things pop up. There was like hearts coming out of your face.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I'm like, I don't really know what's
popping
going
up in
on.
the corner. I'm like, I don't know. This is too much.
This is day 2 on this app for me, guys.
It's
2.
overwhelming.
This kind of behind the scenes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I go live on YouTube. I put it in the comments. It's sibling rivalry. I go live with my brother. And he and I, we aim to be givers of love, givers of good vibes, and givers of strength through conversation. Yeah, but I want to start building on Bigo because this is kind of cool.
Did you want to end the show so you can get your food?
Yeah, I have to figure out my food situation. I can't do like multiple apps on my phone. So to my Bigo family, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for the gifts and the fans and everything that's popping up on here. I'm gonna learn more about this app so I can show you some love back. But definitely stay tuned for my next live. I'll be back soon, guys.
That was cool. Cool. But then, see, Lynn gets all excited because wasn't there another app that you got excited about? You were like, oh my God, people are commenting and I'm growing my community. And then you kind of just like fell off of that app.
So on that one, I'm still active on that one. The other app is Rizzle. On Rizzle, it's cool because you make videos and then in order to respond, you have to send them a video. You can't send them like a regular comment. So, that keeps it really positive. People are just, what the hell? I'm still receiving gifts. What's going on here? Hey, look, my live quality went up. The last time I went live was a C quality. This time was a B.
So you ended your stream and now I got all these big butts.
Oh, geez, look at that.
Are you trending with big butts? Is that why you got all the followers? Are you trending with big butts?
So the person who brought me into this app is very, very hood. I don't know what kind of
hence our last episode, the country mouse and the city mouse. That's what I was getting at. I don't want to use those kind of titles. I was trying to use a better metaphor, But
at the same, on the same
it's
note,
a very city urban app.
Awesome. It's got my attention right now. I want to give it a go, see what happens, see what comes of it.
But you know what? Whatever you're doing, you're learning.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I get it. It's definitely a very urban app, but maybe there's something you can learn on that app and then you can just drive over to some of the bigger, more popular social media apps, right?
Right. So this apps are actually, it's been around for about 6 years now. It's the first time I heard of it. And people are really saying, you can connect and you can like network on here, which is kind of
you know why it's the first time you heard of it? Because you're a country mouse, Lynn. Get it through your head. Stop trying to be the city mouse. You're posing, my guy. You're posing.
Oh, I think that's the food. Can you get
let me tell you how let me tell you how much of a country mouse you are. So what was the app you had before? Rizzle?
Rizzle.
That you were connecting, and what was the population on that app? What was the clientele on that app? It was mostly what?
It was very Indian. It was like it's from a different country.
Yes. And not to kind of get into the stereotypes, but most Indian cultures are what? Your doctors, your IT support, right? Your like, if I had to label it, they're nerds. Mm-hmm. Because what are you? I don't understand this whole dichotomy. You're like this weird thing that you're like tapping into where you want to be the city mouse, and that's not what you're built to be. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad you see it. You can be like, well, yeah, this album is really like, yeah, man. Yeah. Hence me bringing the topic that I brought up for Tuesday's show.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens on this app. I don't know what the community is going to be on here because that's just who introduced me to it. It's not just that community. There's all kinds of communities.
No, but once again, listen, I just and I laugh and I make jokes and I do it all out of love. As you can see, a lot of people jumped on the show. They showed you love. Yep. So if that's the love you're looking for, that's how you want to build your brand, then build it. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you still do it in a positive way, just be congruent with who you are and make sure that as a person, you're growing as, who you want to be.
Right.
Don't try to be something that you're not. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Good advice.
If it fits you, then do you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, boo boo? And that goes. Listen, that's the advice. I gotta live that advice. That's the advice for everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever makes sense to you.
Yep.
Be congruent with yourself. That's why they say make your job your passion, right? Or make your passion your job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do what you love. So if that's what makes you, if that's what you love, like Lynn knows people who would go, every weekend they're looking forward to go to the studio. They never dropped it, they never dropped the hit single. But they just love making music.
Mm-hmm.
They love just going into the studio, messing around and doing something. You never heard their mixtape.
Yes.
You never heard them on the radio, but they still do it. They still got their dedication because that's what they love to do.
And I think that's what draws me to like the people I like being around is just having that drive in them. I love being around people who are hungry for it.
Right.
They have that.
I admire that because I don't have that. Look, I don't. Yeah. There is not something. People are like, these last 7 months that I left my job and I'm like, man, I'm bored out of my mind. They're like, oh, it's because you need hobbies. And I'm like, I don't have any hobbies. Mm-hmm. I'm not one to want to do hobbies. Really, if there's anything that I really like to do, Fuzz knows this, is watch movies. And I should be, make money. I do like making money. I do.
That's your hobby.
That's why I'm getting inspired with that right now. I'm like, the only way I know how to make money is being a nerd. So let me tap back into that. Mm-hmm. And I've been studying and I have a couple of phone calls, job interviews coming in and out. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. I still got it. I still got it. But you know what? You left like a little, once again, you say things and you leave these little worms in my head. And you're like, well, why don't you try to find ways to make money where you don't have to work with, you don't have to be an employee again. Mm-hmm. And so I started looking at, freelancing with my background and start freelancing that way. And so there's the opportunities out there. I just got to get my skill set better.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it. You got this.
Well, if there's one thing I got to admit, and maybe that's why I was kind of bummed this morning was that, I'm reflecting on myself, right? And I realized like I was working the job, but the job was also working me. I got complacent. Mm-hmm. I got complacent with the 9 to 5. I didn't stay on top. I didn't stay hungry, right? I'm looking back at like when I first started and how hungry I was, where I was just trying to get knowledge, and I fell off of that.
Right.
And so now I got to get that back. I got to get that hunger back, and I got to get it back fast and get that knowledge back, the knowledge that I should have stayed on top of. I got to get all that back so that way I can now have the knowledge to be able to freelance that.
Right.
But now there's competition. There's competition.
The food's here, baby.
But
you're in trouble. Hello.
I like muted.
Wait, you reordered? Did you reorder? The food finally got back?
Yeah, I reordered it. This time it came back like 10 minutes.
The whole drama of your DoorDash. Because the last I heard, you were like asking if you want to reorder it or if you want credit.
Yeah, so I reordered it and boom, it's here.
Okay. Well,
I'm telling you, this restaurant
food.
is right around the corner. It's ridiculous.
It's been an hour and 40 minutes since she's been on stream talking about her DoorDash.
I thought it would be more convenient so I could just get home and jump on the stream than to pick it up.
I needed a conclusion to this drama. I needed a conclusion. You gave me, the third act.
The food is here.
The food is here.
Yeah.
All right. So with that saying, we're going into the weekend. Enjoy your weekend, guys. We love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for participating, commenting, liking. What else they do? What are all the other things our fans do? Our viewers
keep inspiring us. You guys inspire us to keep going. You keep motivating us to, keep coming back and giving you guys more.
And Fuzz, thank you for always being a soldier, your family. Hopefully one day we'll get to meet. I gotta buy you a beer. I really do, because you hold down the show too, man. You're literally our silent producer. I'm just because like, what else you would be like? Where's the producer? Actually, I think the producer's over there on your end, right? Still not doing anything. Trying to derail the show.
He was trying to get it on the one conversation. I was like, oh,
yeah, man. I know. Trying to derail the show.
Just jump on the computer and just jump on as a third person.
Outliers. No, if he wants to, he can jump on the StreamYard. You don't have to show your face. You can just talk.
Right, you can do just audio. Because he'll debate you. He'll go back and forth with you.
That's what I want, though. Like, that's what keeps the show
like,
going.
You guys I would just
And
be here eating.
we need that conversation. Like listen, like as I said earlier, look, I rock with the people who agree with me and who feels, the message, and they want to come on board and be like, yo, you're saying what I'm feeling. I love those people, but I also want the people who want to debate us.
Yeah.
Who wants to have that conversation, because that's the only way we're going to have, healthy discourse and be able to say, you know what, let's agree to disagree, but then, come back a little later and be like, yeah, I could see what you were talking about that. Yeah.
That wisdom, that there's wisdom in being able to hear the other side, whether, someone else's perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, stay open-minded, and we will see you on Tuesday. I'll be seeing you guys from the beautiful island of Dominican Republic. And Ray will just be with the same background because
listen, don't tempt me. I'll stay out till Tuesday, and I'll be like, I'm outside too.
Yay! No, because you are going away this weekend, so have a great weekend. Safe travels.
Yeah,
it's gonna be,
either way, then safe travels. Make sure your flight, everything goes well, and enjoy yourself. If you, like I said, if you want to, we could do the show. If you don't, even better. Enjoy your trip.
All right, so I'll see you guys on the Tuesday.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay positive.